Pale golden rays filter elegantly through the Venetian blinds of our quiet bedroom space, illuminating the soft contours of your sleeping grace. The birds outside are initiating their daily symphony within the oak branches tall, as the residual gloom of the long dark night begins to shrink and collapse against the wall. I quietly slide out of the tangled linen sheets to avoid disturbing your deep slumber, counting the many blessings in my mind, an astronomical and truly infinite number. The aroma of freshly ground dark roast beans begins to drift gently through the air, a perfect sensory accompaniment to this beautiful morning moment we are about to share. The dewdrops glisten like miniature diamonds on the manicured front lawn below, as the entire world awakens slowly to a warm, rejuvenating and spectacular glow. Bathed together in this pristine morning light, where everything feels brand new, banishing the heavy regrets of yesterday and focusing our attention entirely on you. No traffic sounds to break the serenity, no stressful deadlines demanding our speed, just the gentle embrace of the dawn, providing every single thing we could ever need. You open your eyes slowly and greet me with that familiar heart-melting sleepy gaze, an authentic manifestation of beauty that never fails to leave me in a joyful daze. We don't need to check the headlines or scroll through the chaotic internet feeds, when this quiet kitchen table holds the exact medicine that our spiritual health needs. Let's take our porcelain mugs and sit outside on the wooden porch steps so wide, watching the remaining fog dissolve into the atmosphere as the shadows hide. There is an unspoken promise written in the clarity of this early morning sky, assuring us that we have the ultimate freedom and strength to spread our wings and fly. The dewdrops glisten like miniature diamonds on the manicured front lawn below, as the entire world awakens slowly to a warm, rejuvenating and spectacular glow. Bathed together in this pristine morning light, where everything feels brand new, banishing the heavy regrets of yesterday and focusing our attention entirely on you. No traffic sounds to break the serenity, no stressful deadlines demanding our speed, just the gentle embrace of the dawn, providing every single thing we could ever need. Canvas waiting for our creative brushes to paint a storybook, a sacred opportunity that cannot be purchased with all the world's diamonds and gold. We are writing our intentions in the fresh air, making a commitment to remain true to the beautiful bond we've generated, making our ancient vows feel completely new. Breathing in the purity of the early hour, feel the awakening of our internal spiritual power. Together in this pristine morning light, where everything feels brand new, banishing the heavy regrets of yesterday and focusing our attention entirely on you. No traffic sounds to break the serenity, no stressful deadlines demanding our speed, just the gentle embrace of the dawn, providing every single thing we could ever need. Let the sunshine wash over our faces today, guiding our footsteps in a positive and meaningful way. Morning light, pure, magnificent and bright, everything is going to be completely alright. Looking at old photographs scattered across the dusty kitchen counter this morning. The realizations hit me like a sudden gust of wind without any advanced warning. We built something beautiful out of mismatched pieces and temporary glue, an unforgettable chapter of growth that eventually led me away from you. There is no animosity left lingering in the spaces where we used to loudly argue, just a profound appreciation for the valuable lessons that I learned from you. We grew up by growing apart, a mathematical equation we couldn't rearrange, accepting the harsh reality that human hearts are always bound to change. The taste of premium dark chocolate melting slowly on a sensitive tongue, a poignant reminder of the passion in melodies. It's a bittersweet sensation, recognizing that some good things must conclude, finding a sense of inner peace within this sudden unexpected solitude. We didn't fail, we simply reached the final page of our destiny's book, grateful for every single winding turn and hazardous path that we took. I packed your favorite ceramic coffee mug into a cardboard box labeled for storage, remembering how you used to sit by the window gathering your daily courage to face a world that often felt too harsh for your extraordinarily delicate soul. I'm glad I could play a small part in helping your wounded spirit feel whole. The autumn air carries a crisp coolness that signals a definitive transition. We surrendered our stubborn pride and abandoned our desperate competition, no longer trying to force a square peg into a perfectly circular destination. We chose liberation over a lifetime of mutual resentment and frustration. The taste of premium dark chocolate melting slowly on a sensitive tongue, a poignant reminder of the passion in melodies. It's a bittersweet sensation, recognizing that some good things must conclude, finding a sense of inner peace within this sudden unexpected solitude. We didn't fail, we simply reached the final page of our destiny's book, grateful for every single winding turn and hazardous path that we took. From a respectful distance away, hoping that you discover the absolute devotion that I couldn't display. Our intersection was temporary, but the impact remains permanently etched across the vast canvas where our immature imagination originally stretched. A painful smile, a gentle wave goodbye, no tearful drama. Underneath this wide sky, it's a bittersweet sensation, recognizing that some good things must conclude, finding a sense of inner peace within this sudden unexpected solitude. We didn't fail, we simply reached the final page of our destiny's book, grateful for every single winding turn and hazardous path that we took. Be well, my dear, wherever your journey leads. May the universe fulfill all your deepest spiritual needs. Bittersweet ending to a beautiful start. We carry the wisdom deep inside our heart. Dust motes dance lazily in the singular beam of sunlight cutting through the heavy drapes. The world outside is a frantic gallery of pixelated screens and strange distorted shapes. But behind this heavy oak door, the chaotic noise completely ceases to exist anymore, leaving only the comforting sound of our synchronous breathing on the carpeted floor. We spent so many years chasing after applause and validation from people we barely knew, running on a hamster wheel of expectations until our exhausted faces turn pale and blue. How liberating it feels to finally step off that frantic, unrewarding competitive track, to close our eyes, tightly exhale the built-up tension, and never desire to look back. We stripped away the unnecessary decorations and the superficial vanity of the crowd, finding that the softest whisper can be infinitely more profound than anything loud. Safe inside this quiet room where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt, we are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing that our vulnerability is not a fault. No notifications to answer, no superficial expectations we are obligated to fulfill. Just two grateful hearts learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. Your head is resting gently on my shoulder, your pulse a steady anchor for my soul. In a world that constantly tries to tear us apart, the stillness makes me feel whole. We don't need to constantly entertain each other with witty remarks or clever conversation. The sheer density of our mutual understanding requires no further verbal explanation. Look at the bare walls surrounding us. They contain no expensive artwork or golden frames, yet they hold the sacred echoes of our deepest truths and our most private, intimate names. We've constructed a fortress out of simple silence and mutual respect so profound, where the malicious gossip of the external world can never find a way to resonate or sound. We stripped away the unnecessary decorations and the superficial vanity of the crowd, finding that the softest whisper can be infinitely more profound than anything loud. Safe inside this quiet room, oh, where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt. Oh, we are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing that our vulnerability is not a fault. No notifications to answer, no superficial expectations we are obligated to fulfill. Just two grateful hearts learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. Politicians argue when the stock market fluctuate wildly on the television screen. We have successfully discovered a hidden paradise that remains completely unforeseen, a sanctuary where time loses its tyrannical power over our daily human lives, and the authentic essence of our spiritual connection miraculously survives. Just breathe, inhale the absolute peace. Let all the internal friction finally cease. Safe inside this quiet room where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt. We are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing that our vulnerability is not no superficial expectations we are obligated to fulfill. frost covers the window pane as the winter season establishes its chilly domain. But inside this sanctuary, not a single shred of discomfort or misery can remain. I am stoking the embers of the hearth, watching the orange flames leap and bound, grateful for the absolute safety and tranquility that we have miraculously found. Your wool sweater feels incredibly soft against my skin as you lean close. Of all the blessings the universe has provided, your presence is what I value most. We don't need to travel to tropical destinations to escape the freezing winter chill, when we can generate our own private summer by simply standing completely still. Two individual souls melting together like wax from a scented paraffin candle bright, exuding a gentle that banishes the gloom of the darkest night. Wrapped securely inside this warm embrace while the blizzard rages outside the door, finding a depth of emotional security that we have never experienced heretofore. No icy winds can penetrate the thick insulation of our mutual affection and care. We are perfectly insulated within this extraordinary love that we joyfully share. I can hear the kettle beginning to whistle, signaling that the chamomile is ready to pour. We kick off our heavy boots and leave them sitting by the wooden threshold of the door. There is a profound luxury in stripping away the complicated layers of the external day and allowing all our sophisticated defenses to simply melt and dissolve away. Your heartbeat provides a steady comfort and really rivals the finest symphony, a beautiful testament to the absolute perfection of our spiritual chemistry. We've constructed an impenetrable fortress out of kindness, patience, and trust, where the harsh judgments of society can never cause our connection to rust. Two individual souls melting together like wax from a scented paraffin candle bright, exuding a gentle that banishes the gloom of the darkest night. Wrapped securely inside this warm embrace while the blizzard rages outside the door, finding a depth of emotional security that we have never experienced heretofore. No icy winds can penetrate the thick insulation of our mutual affection and care. We are perfectly insulated within this extraordinary love that we joyfully share. To the lowest numbers imaginable on the frosty scale. Our internal furnace possesses a combustion rate that can never falter or fail. We feed the fire with honest communication and mutual respect every single hour, ensuring that our collective sanctuary maintains its magnificent protective power. Hold me tighter, let the frost melt away in this sanctuary. We will permanently stay wrapped securely inside this warm embrace while the blizzard rages outside the door, finding a depth of emotional security that we have never experienced heretofore. extraordinary love that we joyfully share. Stay right here, where the climate is perfect and warm, completely protected from the external winter storm. Warm embrace, keeping the frost at bay until the winter finally melts into May. Folding sheets of white parchment into the shape of a tiny migratory bird, trying to express the complex vulnerabilities that cannot be spoken in a word. I spent a lifetime constructing elaborate fortresses made of thick, heavy stone to protect myself from the terrifying prospect of ending up completely alone. But you approached my defensive perimeter with a gentle patience so disarming. Your lack of hidden agendas and manipulative games was extraordinarily charming. You didn't utilize heavy battering rams to breach the walls of my ancient citadel. You simply whispered a genuine truth that broke the lonely, suffocating spell. An intricate piece of delicate origami floating on a turbulent mountain stream, hoping to reach the calm waters below without tearing at the fragile seam. I am handing you my fragile paper heart. Please handle it with maximum care. It cannot withstand a careless drop or a sudden blast of icy hostile air. It's easily creased and susceptible to the scorching heat of an angry flame, but it unfolds perfectly whenever it hears the sweet sound of your name. There are permanent ink stains on my sleeves from writing poems that I never sent, apologizing for all the emotional mistakes and miscommunications that I meant to correct before the distance between us became an unbridgeable geographical gulf. I'm learning to forgive the flaws and imperfections of my complicated self. You see through the elaborate disguises and the sophisticated maps that I wear, exposing the raw anatomy of a human being who is desperately in need of care. With you, I don't have to pretend to be an indestructible superhero of steel. I can simply sit in the quiet corner and allow myself to authentically feel an intricate piece of delicate origami floating on a turbulent mountain stream, hoping to reach the calm waters below without tearing at the fragile seam. I am handing you my fragile paper heart. Please handle it with maximum care. It cannot withstand a careless drop or a sudden blast of icy hostile air. It's easily creased and susceptible to the scorching heat of an angry flame, but it unfolds perfectly whenever it hears the sweet sound of your name. On these blank, unblemished white pages, a timeless chronicle of devotion that will withstand the progression of ages. No eraser can remove the profound impact of the statements we boldly declare as we document this extraordinary adventure that we are blessed to share. Fragile layers, the final chapter has not yet closed. I am handing you my fragile paper heart. Please handle it with maximum care. It cannot withstand a careless drop or a sudden blast of icy hostile air. It's easily creased and susceptible to the scorching heat of an angry flame, but it unfolds perfectly whenever it hears the sweet sound of your name. Handle with care, keep it safe from the wind. This is where the true story Heavy condensation clings to the emerald leaves after a fierce thunderstorm recedes. The damp earth is soaking up the nourishment that every living organism needs. I've been tracking the movement of dark cumulus formations across the valley wide, searching for a psychological breakthrough that I could treasure deep inside. Sometimes your perspective gets completely distorted by a temporary streak of bad luck, like a heavy cargo vehicle getting deeply immobilized and permanently stuck. But if you shift your gaze upward toward the edge of that dark monolithic cloud, you'll witness a brilliant luminous border that makes your spirit feel proud. A dazzling fracture of pure illumination piercing through the dense charcoal dome, guiding our weary, stumbling footsteps back to the safety of our humble home. Look at that magnificent silver lining stretched across the horizon, so grand, proof that the universe possesses a masterpiece we don't fully understand. No matter how severe the temporary difficulty or how long the shadow may seem, there is always an undeniable ray of optimism supporting our collective dream. We count our blessings on our fingers instead of calculating our accumulated debts, refusing to populate our valuable minds with toxic grievances and useless regrets. The simplest things like a hot cup of herbal tea or a friendly neighbor's smile are the genuine riches that make this challenging human existence truly worthwhile. Let's construct a sturdy telescope out of gratitude and unshakable resilience to observe the macrocosm in all its spectacular, uncompromised brilliance. We are resilient survivors of the tempest, not helpless victims of the freezing rain, discovering a profound spiritual purpose behind every instance of emotional pain. A dazzling fracture of pure illumination piercing through the dense charcoal dome, guiding our weary, stumbling footsteps back to the safety of our humble home. Look at that magnificent silver lining stretched across the horizon, so grand, proof that the universe possesses a masterpiece we don't fully understand. No matter how severe the temporary difficulty or how long the shadow may seem, there is always an undeniable ray of optimism supporting our collective dream. Will fluctuate, but our internal compass remains, navigating through the murky gray areas until we locate the pristine sky of blue. Every obstacle is merely an invitation to strengthen our creative adaptability, unlocking the hidden storehouse of our infinite human capability. See the edge where the luminescence glows, that's the direction where the optimistic wind blows. Look at that magnificent silver lining stretched across the horizon, so grand, proof that the universe possesses a masterpiece we don't fully understand. No matter how severe the temporary difficulty or how long the shadow may seem, there is always an undeniable ray of optimism supporting our collective dream. Keep your chin up, look toward the beautiful border. The cosmos is restoring a sense of divine harmony and order. Silver lining shimmering bright and clear, dispelling every single element of unnecessary fear. Blistering summer humidity becomes utterly bearable the moment we approach the coast, leaving the stifling valley behind to seek the marine sanctuary that we appreciate most. I can taste the salt crystals suspended in the atmosphere as the tide begins to recede, realizing this immense geographical expansiveness is the exact remedy our spirits need. You're wearing a flowing turquoise sundress that mimics the shifting coloration of the sea, exuding an aura of pure, unadulterated tranquility that instantly liberates me. We kick off our leather sandals and allow the cool, wet sand to envelop our bare feet, discarding the heavy psychological baggage of the city with a satisfaction complete. A flock of white seagulls gliding effortlessly across the brilliant vast oceanic sky is starting our weary imaginations to expand their perimeters and fearlessly fly, inhaling the rejuvenating currents of this magnificent coastal ocean breeze, watching our accumulated anxieties dissolve like saltwater foam with absolute ease. No schedules to monitor, no synthetic environments to restrict our breathing today, just drifting along the maritime horizon as the external world fades completely away. Let's set up our canvas chairs near the shoreline where the gentle white caps break, savoring the absolute simplicity of this therapeutic vacation that we chose to take. The sun is baking the earth, we are completely insulated by the Sigismund chill, an organic cooling system that operates perfectly whenever we stand absolutely still. I've spent far too many months trapped inside suffocating boxes made of drywall and glass, forgetting the supreme value of watching the tide shift and the maritime clouds pass. With you as my constant co-pilot, the wilderness becomes a luxurious five-star resort, a sacred space where our authentic emotions can find a safe, welcoming port. A flock of white seagulls gliding effortlessly across a brilliant vast oceanic sky, starting our weary imaginations to expand their parameters and fearlessly fly, inhaling the rejuvenating currents of this magnificent coastal ocean breeze, watching our accumulated anxieties dissolve like saltwater foam with absolute ease. No schedules to monitor, no synthetic environments to restrict our breathing today, just drifting along the maritime horizon as the external world fades completely away. The ocean has a magnificent method of putting our microscopic problems in perspective, reminding us that our individual existence are part of a massive, beautiful collective. We absorb the negative ions and let the road meet wall, the surf cleanse our minds, leaving every single shred of modern cynicism and urban stress far behind. Feel the current washing over your sun-kissed skin. This is where the rejuvenation can officially begin, inhaling the rejuvenating currents of this magnificent coastal ocean breeze, watching our accumulated anxieties dissolve like saltwater foam with absolute ease. No schedules to monitor, no synthetic environments to restrict our breathing today, just drifting along the maritime horizon as the external world fades completely away. Let the wind blow, refresh our weary souls tonight, till the orange sun sinks completely out of our earthly sight. Ocean breeze carrying us out to the deep blue sea, exactly where we were always destined to be. Lantern light flickers against the ancient brick wall as the evening clock strikes 9. I am tracing the faint contours of a silhouette that looks remarkably like mine. We spend the vast majority of our lives pursuing phantoms that we cannot physically grasp. We're reaching out for illusions, only to find cold, empty air within our desperate clasp. I've run marathons through the labyrinth of my own complicated, over-analytical brain, trying to capture a fleeting feeling before it escapes down the proverbial drain. But the faster I sprint toward the target, the further away it seems to recede, making me question whether this frantic chase is something I actually need. An elusive outline dancing gracefully on the boundary of the visible spectrum wide. An enigmatic partner that continuously forces us to search for what lies inside. We are tired of chasing shadows through the foggy corridors of the midnight hour, realizing that these phantoms have absolutely no legitimate sovereignty or power. We are turning around to face the primary source of the radiant, blinding light, stepping out of the darkness and into a reality that is beautifully bright. Remember when we used to believe that corporate success would guarantee inner peace, expecting that the internal existential friction would suddenly diminish and cease? What a foolish concept to think that a title or a bigger bank account could ever suffice to satisfy a human soul that requires a completely different kind of advice. We've abandoned the exhausting pursuit of mirages in the dry, unforgiving desert sand, choosing instead to cultivate the fertile soil of the immediate place where we stand. No longer measuring our personal worth by the external accolades that we accumulate. We are content to let our authentic character dictate our ultimate earthly fate. An elusive outline dancing gracefully on the boundary of the visible spectrum wide. An enigmatic partner that continuously forces us to search for what lies inside. We are tired of chasing shadows through the foggy corridors of the midnight hour, realizing that these phantoms have absolutely no legitimate sovereignty or power. We are turning around to face the primary source of the radiant, blinding light, stepping out of the darkness and into a reality that is beautifully bright. Nothing more than a projection of a memory that is already expired. And the future is an unwritten script that should make us feel anxious or tired. Right here in the absolute center of the present moment is where we truly reside. With nothing left to pursue and absolutely nothing left we need to hide. Stop running, let the illusions fade away. Stop running, let the illusions fade away. Greet the reality of a brand new day. We are tired of chasing shadows through the foggy corridors of the midnight hour, realizing that these phantoms have absolutely no legitimate sovereignty or power. We are turning around to face the primary source of the radiant, blinding light, stepping out of the darkness and into a reality that is beautifully bright. Let the phantoms dissolve into the morning mist. This is a brand new existence that we cannot resist. No more chasing after what isn't real, just celebrating the genuine emotions we feel. Electric current surges through the veins of the sprawling concrete metropolitan hive. As the sun dips below the horizon, the glowing signs miraculously come alive. Flashing shades of magenta and cyan, casting a surreal glow upon the crowded avenue. I'm walking through the sea of strangers, intently searching for a glimpse of you. We are citizens of the twilight hours, navigating the maze of these towering skyscrapers, chasing after illusions that vanish into thin air like wisps of vaporized vapors. But amidst the artificial glare and the superficial distractions of the midnight scene, you represent the only authentic reality that I have ever witnessed or seen. Luminescent reflections shimmering elegantly on the polished hood of a passing cab. We grab hold of this fleeting electricity, eager to take an adventurous stab. We are running wild through these neon dreams under an artificial purple sky, throwing caution to the wind, never stopping to ask the complicated question why. Let the synthetic illumination guide our energetic footsteps through the dark. Tonight we are ignition keys, looking for a magnificent cinematic spark. The bass is throbbing through the brick walls of an underground discotheque nearby, while we choose to stand on the rooftop terrace, watching the shooting stars fly. The cool breeze catches your hair, turning you into a living masterpiece of modern art, a vivid image that has permanently attached itself to the center of my heart. People spend fortunes trying to capture this exact feeling in the shiny plastic bottle, but we are living it organically in real time, pushing the engine to full throttle. We don't require expensive tickets or VIP access to experience this supreme high. Just a couple of pairs of sneakers and an infinite willingness to fly. Luminescent reflection shimmering elegantly on the polished hood of a passing cab. We grab hold of this fleeting electricity, eager to take an adventurous stab. We are running wild through these neon dreams under an artificial purple sky, throwing caution to the wind, never stopping to ask the complicated question why. Let the synthetic illumination guide our energetic footsteps through the dark. Tonight we are ignition keys, looking for a magnificent cinematic spark. Cinematic spark. Washes out these brilliant artificial hues, we will still possess the vibrant memories that the daytime can never confuse, because the connection we generated in the shadows of this electrified town is sturdy enough to survive when the entire power grid goes completely down. Glow bright, illuminate the darkest street. Feel the rhythm pulsing beneath our feet. Oh, we are running wild through these neon dreams under an artificial purple sky, throwing caution to the wind, never stopping to ask the complicated question why. Let the synthetic illumination guide our energetic footsteps through the dark. Tonight we are ignition keys, looking for a magnificent cinematic spark. Keep dreaming in color until the morning light breaks. We'll handle whatever consequences the real world eventually makes. Neon dreams fading into dawn, but the magic we created will never be gone. found a crisp $20 bill on the sidewalk while walking my golden retriever today. But that minor financial stroke of fortune paled in comparison to how you brighten my day. People spend millions buying lottery tickets, hoping the numerical symbols will align, blind to the fact that the ultimate jackpot is currently resting its hand in mine. I've survived bicycle accidents and avoided catastrophic blunders by a mere fraction of an inch. Blessed with a guardian angel who pulls me out of trouble whenever I'm in a tight pinch. But the greatest manifestation of divine intervention occurred on the afternoon we met. An extraordinary stroke of serendipity that I will never undervalue or forget. Four-leaf clovers hiding in the patches of ordinary green grass along the highway side. A cosmic alignment, a positive variable that we can ride with absolute pride. I am undeniably the lucky one in this crowded theater of human existence and fate, walking through the VIP entrance of happiness without having to stand in line. Oh wait, no need for lucky charms, rabbits' feet, or superstitious rituals to keep me secure. When your unconditional affection is the one variable that remains absolutely sure. We can eat a cheap meal at a greasy diner and treat it like a five-star culinary feast, finding reasons to celebrate even when the external circumstances promise the least. My astrological forecast says the planets are aligned in my financial favor this week, but your infectious laughter is the only type of abundance that I actively seek. Let's toast our good fortune with plastic cups filled with tap water and lemon juice lime, savoring the absolute perfection of our current position in space and historical time. We are immune to the economic recessions and the volatile fluctuations of the stock trend, possessing a private reservoir of emotional wealth that will never terminate or end. Four-leaf clovers hiding in the patches of ordinary green grass along the highway side. A cosmic alignment, a positive variable that we can ride with absolute pride. I am undeniably the lucky one in this crowded theater of human existence and fate, walking through the VIP entrance of happiness without having to stand in line. Oh wait, no need for lucky charms, rabbits' feet, or superstitious rituals to keep me secure. When your unconditional affection is the one variable that remains absolutely sure. The odds of our specific convergence were mathematically 1 in a trillion or more, a miraculous statistical anomaly that we cannot scientifically explain or ignore. We beat the house, broke the bank, and successfully bypassed the traditional rules, leaving the cynical gamblers standing outside looking like absolute fools. Roll the dice, hit the winning combination tonight. Everything we touch turns to absolute gold and bright. I'm undeniably the lucky one in this crowded theater of human existence and fate, walking through the VIP entrance of happiness without having to stand in line. Oh wait, no need for lucky charms, rabbits' feet, or superstitious rituals to keep me secure. When your unconditional affection is the one variable that remains absolutely sure. Jackpot hit, we won the ultimate grand prize. I see my fortunate future reflected clearly in your eyes. Lucky one, that's my official title from now on, celebrating our good fortune long after the night is gone. am systematically dismantling the thick layers of scar tissue from my emotional chest, admitting that my previous defensive isolation was merely a cowardly coping test. I spent decades hiding inside a bunker of cynicism, refusing to let anyone get close, treating vulnerable communication as if it were a dangerous, lethal overdose. But your gentle honesty acted like a surgical scalpel, cutting through my heavy pride, forcing me to acknowledge the suppressed insecurities that I desperately tried to hide. It takes an extraordinary amount of bravery to stand unprotected in front of another soul, allowing your fractures to be visible instead of pretending to be completely whole. An iron gate swinging open after centuries of being locked tightly against the crowd, an authentic declaration of tenderness spoken softly rather than screaming it loud. I am navigating the world with an open heart, completely vulnerable, exposed. The heavy wooden shutters have been thrown wide. The ancient chapter is officially closed. No guarantee against future heartbreak, no absolute shield to prevent the pain, but it's a risk I'm entirely willing to take, to feel the warmth of your love again. There is a distinct liberation that occurs when you finally stop playing defense, abandoning the exhausting calculations and the hyper-vigilant psychological fence. I can't admit my errors without feeling like my entire identity is going to dissolve, finding a newfound emotional maturity within this courageous internal resolve. We sit across from each other, trading our deepest anxieties and unvarnished truths, mending the generational traumas and the lingering psychological wounds of our youths. Your acceptance is a sanctified cathedral where my flaws are never judged or condemned, a beautiful garden where our separate individual paths have successfully stemmed. An iron gate swinging open after centuries of being locked tightly against the crowd, an authentic declaration of tenderness spoken softly rather than screaming it loud. I am navigating the world with an open heart, completely vulnerable, exposed. The heavy wooden shutters have been thrown wide. The ancient chapter is officially closed. No guarantee against future heartbreak, no absolute shield to prevent the pain, but it's a risk I'm entirely willing to take, to feel the warmth of your love again. Walls are designed to keep the danger out, but they also prevent the light from coming in, leaving you starving in the dark underneath the heavy self-imposed armor of tin. We are choosing to tear down the walls and construct beautiful bridges instead, walking away from the isolation where our fragile spirits previously bled. No armor left, completely naked to the bone. We aren't afraid of being authentically known. I am navigating the world with an open heart, completely vulnerable, exposed. The heavy wooden shutters have been thrown wide. The ancient chapter is officially closed. No guarantee against future heartbreak, no absolute shield to prevent the pain, but it's a risk I'm entirely willing to take, to feel the warmth of your love again. Open wide, let the emotional river freely flow. This is the only authentic way for a human soul to grow. Open heart, vulnerable, beautiful and true, securely anchored in my deep devotion to you. Packed a single duffel bag with a couple of t-shirts and a worn-out map, ready to disconnect from the digital grid and escape the modern psychological trap. We turned off the GPS navigation and decided to follow our instincts instead, chasing the horizon line where the asphalt meets the setting sun of deep crimson red. The highway stretching ahead is an unwritten manuscript waiting for our tires to explore, leading us away from the monotonous routine of the office and the grocery store. With your bare feet resting comfortably on the dashboard as the radio plays an old song, we finally feel like we belong to the open road where we wanted to be all along. A sudden departure from the ordinary constraints of our heavily structured life, trading the daily anxieties for a coastal breeze that cuts through the mental strife. This is our magnificent sweet escape into a paradise where time has zero control, a therapeutic geographic relocation that thoroughly satisfies the human soul. No itineraries to follow, no reservations we are absolutely obligated to keep. Just driving toward the ocean, where the water is incredibly pristine and deep. We pulled over at a roadside fruit stand to buy a basket of organic strawberries, sweet, savoring the simple flavor of freedom while the gravel crunches beneath our feet. There is no lingering pressure to accomplish anything monumental on this trip, just a steady appreciation for the fresh coconut water that we casually sip. Look at the coastal mountains rising majestically from the edge of the turquoise sea, a geographic masterpiece that reminds us of how vast and wonderful the world can be. We spent too long confined within the geometric boundaries of a cubicle wall, forgetting that the wilderness has been issuing an urgent, beautiful call. A sudden departure from the ordinary constraints of our heavily structured life, trading the daily anxieties for a coastal breeze that cuts through the mental strife. This is our magnificent sweet escape into a paradise where time has zero control, a therapeutic geographic relocation that thoroughly satisfies the human soul. No itineraries to follow, no reservations we are absolutely obligated to keep. Just driving toward the ocean, where the water is incredibly pristine and deep. Of freedom on the sandy beaches of this coast, realizing that the simplest moments of exploration are what we appreciate most. The salt water washes away the accumulated fatigue of the past working year, leaving our vision incredibly sharp, unblemished and beautifully clear. Drive on, let the wind blow through your hair. We are officially completely free from every care. This is our magnificent sweet escape into a paradise where time has zero control, a therapeutic geographic relocation, oh, that thoroughly satisfies the human soul. No itineraries to follow, no reservations we are absolutely obligated to keep. Just driving toward the ocean, where the water is incredibly pristine and deep. Just escape further into the beautiful wild, reclaiming the wonder we possessed when we were a child. Sweet escape where the air is fresh and clean, the finest getaway that our eyes have ever seen. We sat on an old wooden bench underneath the sprawling willow tree at the park, watching the fireflies prepare their tiny biological lanterns for the approaching dark. No fancy jewelry around our necks, no expensive designer labels on our clothing plain. Yet we possess a wealth of contentment that a millionaire could never hope to gain. Society tries to convince us that we constantly require more possessions to be complete, and driving people into a state of exhaustion as they desperately compete on the street. But I've discovered that the truest luxury resides in the absence of unnecessary things, in the unfiltered laughter that your genuine, unpretentious companionship always brings. A dandelion seed drifting effortlessly upon the gentle evening summer breeze, finding its purpose without any struggle among the towering forest trees. We are living in a state of simple grace, where the ego has no platform to speak, discovering the profound magnitude of strength within the moments we are weak. No need for grand proclamations or elaborate demonstrations of our personal pride, just two humble souls navigating this earthly journey side by side. You gathered some wild daisies from the meadow and placed them in a recycled jar, reminding me that elegance doesn't require a boutique shop from afar. We share a plate of basic homemade bread and butter by the candlelight dim, finding a deep spiritual fulfillment that fills our emotional cups to the very brim. I've abandoned the exhausting quest to impress people who do not truly care, choosing instead to invest my limited energy in the authentic love that we share. Your honesty is a refreshing fountain in the world dominated by superficiality and greed, a beautiful grounding anchor that satisfies my heart's most fundamental need. And dandelion seed drifting effortlessly upon the gentle evening summer breeze, finding its purpose without any struggle among the towering forest trees. We are living in a state of simple grace, where the ego has no platform to speak, discovering the profound magnitude of strength within the moments we are weak. No need for grand proclamations or elaborate demonstrations of our personal pride, just two humble souls navigating this earthly journey side by side. Historical records of our lives are eventually written down in the text. It won't be our material achievements that define us in this world or the next. It will be the kindness we distributed and the patience we demonstrated each day, the quiet, unheralded acts of love that permanently illuminated our earthly way. Keep it uncomplicated, throw the heavy baggage away, savor the elegance of a beautifully ordinary day. We are living in a state of simple grace, where the ego has no platform to speak, discovering the profound magnitude of strength within the moments we are weak. No need for grand proclamations or elaborate demonstrations of our personal pride, just two humble souls navigating this earthly journey side by side. Just plain and simple, the way love was intended to be, unburdened by the vanity of the world, completely wild and free. Simple grace, a beautiful sanctuary for the mind, the greatest treasure that a human being could ever find. blistering summer humidity becomes utterly bearable the moment we approach the coast, leaving the stifling valley behind to seek the marine sanctuary that we appreciate most. I can taste the salt crystals suspended in the atmosphere as the tide begins to recede, realizing this immense geographical expansiveness is the exact remedy our spirits need. You're wearing a flowing turquoise sundress that mimics the shifting coloration of the sea, exuding an aura of pure, unadulterated tranquility that instantly liberates me. We kick off our leather sandals and allow the cool, wet sand to envelop our bare feet, discarding the heavy psychological baggage of the city with the satisfaction complete. A flock of white seagulls gliding effortlessly across the brilliant vast oceanic sky, exploring our weary imaginations to expand their perimeters and fearlessly fly, inhaling the rejuvenating currents of this magnificent coastal ocean breeze, watching our accumulated anxieties dissolve like saltwater foam with absolute ease. No schedules to monitor, no synthetic environments to restrict our breathing today, just drifting along the maritime horizon as the external world fades completely away. Let's set up our canvas chairs near the shoreline where the gentle whitecaps break, savoring the absolute simplicity, this therapeutic vacation that we chose to take. The sun is baking the earth, but we are completely insulated by this atmospheric chill, an organic cooling system that operates perfectly whenever we stand absolutely still. I spent far too many months trapped inside suffocating boxes made of drywall and glass, forgetting the supreme value of watching the tide shift and the maritime clouds pass. With you as my constant co-pilot, the wilderness becomes a luxurious five-star resort, a sacred space where our authentic emotions can find a safe, welcoming port. A flock of white seagulls gliding effortlessly across the brilliant vast oceanic sky, exploring our weary imaginations to expand their perimeters and fearlessly fly, inhaling the rejuvenating currents of this magnificent coastal ocean breeze, watching our accumulated anxieties dissolve like saltwater foam with absolute ease. No schedules to monitor, no synthetic environments to restrict our breathing today, just drifting along the maritime horizon as the external world fades completely away. The ocean has a magnificent method of putting our microscopic problems in perspective, reminding us that our individual existence is a part of a massive, beautiful collective. We absorb the negative ions and let the rhythmic roar of the surf cleanse our minds, leaving every single shred of modern cynicism and urban stress far behind. Feel the current washing over your sun-kissed skin. This is where the rejuvenation can officially begin. Inhaling the rejuvenating currents of this magnificent coastal ocean breeze, watching our accumulated anxieties dissolve like saltwater foam with absolute ease. No schedules to monitor, no synthetic environments to restrict our breathing today, just drifting along the maritime horizon as the external world fades completely away. Let the wind blow, refresh our weary souls tonight, until the orange sun sinks completely out of our earthly side. Ocean breeze carrying us out to the deep blue sea, exactly where we were always destined to be. Dust mote stands lazily in the singular beam of sunlight, cutting through the heavy drapes. The world outside is a frantic gallery of pixelated screens and strange disdains. But behind this heavy oak door, the chaotic noise completely ceases to exist anymore, leaving only the comforting sound of asynchronous breathing on the carpeted floor. We spent so many years chasing after applause and validation from people we barely knew, running on a hamster wheel of expectations until our exhausted faces turn pale and blue. How liberating it feels to finally step off that frantic, unrewarding competitive track, to close our eyes tightly, exhale the built-up tension and never desire to look back. We stripped away the unnecessary decorations and the superficial vanity of the crowd, finding that the softest whisper can be infinitely more profound than anything loud. Safe inside this quiet room where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt, we are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing our vulnerability is not a fault. No notifications to answer, no superficial expectations we are obligated to fulfill. Just two grateful hearts learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. Your head is resting gently on my shoulder, your pulse a steady anchor for my soul. In a world that constantly tries to tear us apart, this stillness makes me feel whole. We don't need to constantly entertain each other with witty remarks or clever conversation. The sheer density of our mutual understanding requires no further verbal explanation. Look at the bare walls surrounding us, they contain no expensive artwork or golden frames, yet they hold the sacred echoes of our deepest truths and our most private, intimate names. We've constructed a fortress out of simple silence and mutual respect so profound, where the malicious gossip of the external world can never find a way to resonate or sound. We stripped away the unnecessary decorations and the superficial vanity of the crowd, finding that the softest whisper can be infinitely more profound than anything loud. Safe inside this quiet room where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt, we are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing that our vulnerability is not a fault. No notifications to answer, no superficial expectations we are obligated to fulfill. Just two grateful hearts learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. Let the politicians argue and the stock market fluctuate wildly on the television screen. We have successfully discovered a hidden paradise that remains completely unforeseen, a sanctuary where time loses its tyrannical power over our daily human lives, and the authentic essence of our spiritual connection miraculously survives. Just breathe, inhale the absolute peace. Let all the internal friction finally cease. Safe inside this quiet room where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt, we are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing that our vulnerability is not a fault. No notifications to answer, no superficial expectations we are obligated to fulfill. Just two grateful hearts learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. In this find our truth, far away from the restless clamor of our youth. Just a quiet room